Okay, we are outside 19310 Naumann in Euclid as I start the exterior walkthrough. Just a quick pan of the neighborhood. Again, the neighboring properties appear to be in good condition, upkeep. Looks like a nice street. The first thing I wanted to discuss was the roof. It looks like a newer installation on the top layer of shingles. However, you can see from the sides of the home that there are 2 layers of shingles present. Nothing needs to be done there. 2 levels is acceptable, but it's the maximum acceptable amount of shingles per the industry standard. So just worth noting in the report. And really, there's relatively few findings on the exterior of the home. There was some standing water in the basement, which I'll discuss in more detail when we go down there. It doesn't really appear that the grading is there's not any major problems. Some improvements perhaps could be performed, but I believe the area's had a lot of rainfall recently in the past week, so that's certainly the reason why. I think it mostly relates to the home's gutters, so we recommend that you monitor and improve those. It's a quick pan here of the side of the home. Newer electrical meter and panel. Look at the backyard here, the garage we'll talk about after the main house. Siding's in good condition. The home's windows are, the majority of them, I think there was one replaced inside, are the original wood windows. They're functional, however, should be considered to have limited remaining useful life, and there was cracked panes at the one of the kitchen windows there. Again, you got a nice positive grade here. All that looks okay. Even back here, all your concrete is pitched away from the house, but this part of the lot appears to be kind of negative pitch and is probably contributing to that issue. I'm going to head up. Driveway's had some slabs replaced here and there. Turn around here. The garage roof also has 2 layers. There's the newer shingles have been placed on there too. Really, the main issue with the garage is a lot of vegetation has been kept at the rear of the garage here. You can see this has not only damaged the siding here, but also allowed moisture to kind of have a negative effect on the interior of the wall too. So some improvements would be recommended there. But overall, as far as the exterior goes, and really the inspection in general, it's a solid inspection. We'll head inside now and talk about the remaining interior findings. Okay, I'm now down in the basement of the home as I begin the interior walkthrough of the property here. I wanted to first talk about the foundation walls. The walls are in good condition. Everything is plumb and level. There are no structural concerns. However, just similar to the date of construction here, we have red clay blocks, which have, these are hollow blocks, very porous, and they have horizontal channels through them. Modern blocks have vertical channels, which are filled with mortar. These are hollow and horizontal, which tends to hold moisture. And we did get quite a bit of rain the last few days in the area, and I wanted to show you, you can see there's standing water on the floor here. Seems to be originating, you can see the base of the wall, the dark spots here. So there's moisture coming in here and over. It's, not ideal certainly, but also not uncommon for this type of foundation wall. The grading outside is relatively flat. I think really the main issue is probably gutters which are overflowing, or what I tell my clients that are purchasing a home with this sort of foundation, it's just really kind of typical and almost par for the course with a foundation of this age. I'm only here for a few hours, so it's hard to gauge the extent. It looks like it's all just kind of residual surface water though, which can be corrected by maintaining the gutters and proper soil grading. So, you know, we'll, as I mentioned outside, you know, just kind of refer to the comments for that. And if there's additional questions, certainly we could always have a discussion. But again, it's not uncommon and sort of typical. And with the amount of rain we had recently, I think this is why we're seeing this here. You know, you also see what's known as efflorescence, which is kind of this raised part of the block, and that's just minerals pushing through the block. So that's kind of the main issue with this one here. And again, you know, this sort of moisture leads to high levels of relative humidity, which is very common. You'll see mold up here on the ceiling joists and subfloor. So again, refer to my report for additional comments. The electrical panel's been upgraded. Things look good inside that panel there. And of course, you see there's knob and tube wiring, which is very typical for a home this age. Some improvements will be recommended there, just the loose wiring. And again, you can see more discoloration and efflorescence on the rear wall. This appears to be a little addition at some point in time. We have a newer water heater and an old furnace. So again, refer to my comments regarding that. So from here, I'm going to shut the video down and we're going to head upstairs and film the rest. Okay, I'm up at the main level of the home as I start the first and second and third level of the video. Just a quick pan here. You can see the kitchen space. Again, I believe this little bump out here was an addition at some point over the years. So for having knob and tube, you have ground fault protected outlets where you want them. Have some 3-prong newer outlets, and then the original circuits have 2 prongs, so that's the correct installation. There is an updated sub panel here. I'll have to note in the report I was unable to get this screw off, and you can see it's been caulked shut, so I was not able to remove the cover, unfortunately. Sometimes that can happen. I would not suspect any issues there, seeing how the panel was wired downstairs. However, it will be a notation. Shot of the living room here, and you can see, as mentioned outside, there's one vinyl replacement window. The windows are the original wood windows. They're functional, but there's some cracked panes around, and some of them are kind of difficult to open. So that would be a marginal notation. Here is a shot of the living room. There is a fireplace. I recommend that you know, you don't advise the tenants not to use that. It should be just solely ornamental at this point in time. And you'll see it in the report, there's a flue opening here on this side that goes through the chimney that should be covered to prevent energy loss from the home. I'm gonna head upstairs. There is a sunroom addition here. This is above that rear bump out. Here at the bathroom, there is a newer fiberglass shower surround here. Three bedrooms on this level. First, the last bedroom. And here I wanted to discuss, it's, you know, a converted attic space upstairs. So really these stairs are no longer to code. The riser vertical height is too high and the horizontal landing treads are too short. Really there's not much you can do about this issue. However, it is something I need to note in the report. I'm gonna head upstairs here. Another issue with this staircase is this guardrail here is very low. Should be 34 inches, and I believe it was only 25 or 26. That will be noted in the report as well. You can see it has been converted to living space up here. There is a closet, so it can be counted as a bedroom. Appears to be just wood paneling up here. And it looks, from what you can see here at the base, to be well insulated. So with that, that's going to conclude the video. If there's any questions, please let me know. Thank you.